Guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Rachel again, and as you already know, that this channel will talk about faith, Christian lifestyle, purpose, and everything in between. So, as you can tell from the description of this video, today I'm talking about my marriage, and I am here on this channel today with my husband. You want to introduce yourself?
No, big nice. Okay, let me introduce myself.
Okay.
Timlane Awomide, and I'm the husband to this lovely woman right
Oh,
here who has been blessing you guys on this channel. So it's good to be here.
okay. Thank you. All right. So, I made mention in my previous video that I'm in a long distance marriage, and I know a lot of you want to hear more. And so today we're going to be spilling all the tea, telling you things that you might want to know about how we've been coping in the long distance marriage. So, I brought some questions. Just a minute. Okay. So, firstly, I want to talk about how we met. Do you want to go first? How did you meet?
Okay, for me, I think we've met a bit in primary, secondary school when I was young, but I don't really have a strong recollection of that. But in the adult life, we met at a party. I attended a neighbor's party. Fortunately for me, the neighbor was our cousin. So I got to the party and I was like, oh, who is this pretty lady that looks a bit familiar? Then I was kind of thinking of her the previous day. Then the following day at the main party, I saw her and I walked up to her and then we got talking. That was about 6 years ago and here we are.
6 years, was like
7 years, 7 years
7 years
actually.
ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's actually how we met. Just like you say, like I knew him from when he was a baby, no a baby. But like way back, I think far back as 2009. So I just to see that cute little boy, like, oh my god, this is guy. Yeah, so we met again after some years and then we just got talking and yeah, the rest is true.
That's good.
Okay, next question here is what made you decide to enter into a long distance marriage? I think I can answer this one. Actually, it wasn't planned. And I think it happens to most people that are in long distance marriage. It's not something that we plan like, oh, we're going to enter a long distance marriage. So I guess it's just like circumstances and some situations that happen and we found ourselves in this situation and of course we're making plans that are going in like we're making plans to ensure that this distance comes to an end
That's possible.
yes as soon as possible. So we actually did not decide to enter a long distance marriage. Circumstances happened, things happened, Nigeria
Life
happened, life happened. Okay, so how do you handle communication?
Actually, before we got married, we've actually been separated for a while. Like while she was still in school in Ife, I was working in Lagos. So, let's say for the past 6 years before marriage, we've been away from each other. So during that time, it has been like a time to practice and learn how to communicate effectively. Like we don't joke with our communication. We talk at least. I'm not exaggerating. We talk more than an hour every day for the past 6 years. Like every day we have a minimum of 1 hour, 1 hour's conversation. Then we also chat, we keep gist for each other. So it seems we are physically apart here, but in terms of the communication, makes it seem as if we are together.
Yeah. We did a lot of video calls.
Video
Actually,
call,
that 1 hour is like him not wanting to like he wanted to be humble, but really, I think we can do like say okay, let me not exaggerate too much, but we can do like 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes afternoon, 30 minutes at night. No, night is usually like
long, sometimes 2 hours.
Yes. So we communicate a lot. How often do you visit each other?
Yeah, because we didn't give you enough background story. So I actually work in another country. I don't work in Nigeria. So in terms of visits, since we got married last year, I think I traveled. I've traveled. I left January
January.
last year. Then I came
No,
in.
this year
Oh,
January.
sorry. No. Oh, yeah. We're still
Yeah,
in the
we're
year.
still in
Okay, okay, okay.
2023.
So I left this year January. Then I visited again in May. I spent maybe 2 weeks. Then I visited in June. I spent 2 months. Then I came back about a week ago.
So let's say the whole of 2023 about three times. This is like
About
the third
three
time,
times,
right?
yeah. So we spent a cumulative of maybe 3 months
3 months.
together.
Oh my
Three
god,
months
3 months in
together.
12 months. Guys, that's a lot, honestly. It is a lot. So next is, what challenges do you face in your long distance marriage?
I think should do that.
Mm, well, I think it's really very minimal for us because just like you mentioned earlier, we have a very active channel of communicating. We communicate a lot, and I think the families has actually been supportive as well. His parents, his siblings, everybody calls me. My mom also, my siblings as well. Everybody check up on me. I have people around, so I'm not always lonely. So there's this like love that is just coming from every angle. So I think the only challenge I can think of right now is maybe the part of you like holding somebody physically. I mean the romance part. I mean my body is not a stone. So even if somebody is calling me on the phone and then we're doing video calls, like I want to hold you in flesh and blood. I still want to hold you in flesh and blood.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that's the only challenge actually, because just like I said, everybody has been so supportive. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's actually, I think I actually get more lonely compared to her because I stay in a different country. I don't have a family. I don't have any family around, and I don't really have much friends around because it's a
Yeah.
typical professional environment. So I just try to bury myself
Wow.
in work, and then she gets lonely too. She actually exactly she gets lonely, and when she gets lonely, she takes it out on me, and she always blames me for for us being apart,
I mean, who has to
and she starts
blame? Who
giving
has
me
to blame?
attitude, and that happens at least once in 2 months. So so
No,
she
that's not bad. Those are too much. It's not bad.
at least once in 2 months for 3 days, we have to nurse her attitude.
Yeah, but anyways, we always find a way to come out of it. Actually, right?
Yeah, I make her come out of it. I should take the glory.
Mhm. I'll give you. I'll give you. Okay, so how do you keep the romance alive?
Yeah, I'll mention the communication. Yeah, so while communicating, we do a lot of video calls. Yeah, so while on video calls, we cook together. While she's cooking, I'm cooking too. And sometimes we do movie dates. We watch movies. I like via Zoom. I stream the movie, and she's also on the call, and I'm kind of watch it together. Then we tell each other about our
Mm,
days, whatever happens in our day. I know whatever happens in my day, she knows about it, and then we make active plans towards the next time we're gonna see. So thinking about the next time we're gonna see and the things we're gonna do together kind of keeps the romance alive and make you have something to look forward to.
yeah, yeah, that's correct. And I just want to emphasize on that communication part, guys. There are so many people
Mm.
at my workplace or even at church that he hasn't seen them physically, but he
Mm.
knows all their details. I mean, he knows everything about them. So by just seeing them on the first day, like I'm just meeting somebody, he already knows that is this
Mm.
person.
Mm.
So it's that deep. Communication is very important
Mm.
for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. How do you manage time zone differences?
Yeah, the time zone I'm 3 hours ahead. I'm 3 hours ahead of Nigeria, so I think it's not too extreme compared to other countries that are like 13 hours, 12 hours difference. So for me, when I just have to wait maybe like 3 hours after my bedtime to talk to her. So typically when I'm around 12 a.m., that's when she's around 9 p. Sorry, 12 a.m. Yeah, that's when she's around 9 p.m. and she's ready and done from she's no longer stressed from work. So kind of talk during that time. So I think I pay more of the sacrifice because I have to stay
Bele.
I have to stay up till maybe like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. just for us to have the night, but it's nothing. It's a little sacrifice for these wonderful ladies.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay, so I have the last question here.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for couples in long distance relationship?
Yeah, go first.
Okay. I mean, just like I said earlier, right? I don't think there's anyone who would plan that they
Hmm.
want to get into a long distance relationship
Hmm.
or even marriage. But just like we said, that there could be some situation that would warrant
Warrant it,
that.
yeah.
So I think the advice I'll give anyone, number one, we've mentioned communication, and two is that please make sure you have a plan to get rid of the distance as soon as possible.
Hmm.
I mean, don't just say, "Oh, life is throwing this at us," and then you're just laid
Hmm.
back. Like, you know, making sure that the distance comes to an end as soon as possible. So my advice is that as you guys are working it out in your relationship, make sure that you have a date or a year. It can be a little bit complicated, you know, as a Nigerian, I understand how it can be.
Hmm.
So just try your best to make sure that as soon as possible you guys come together as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure your communication game is very tight. As long as you communicate, then
Yeah.
trust your partner. So you don't need to get unnecessarily jealous, unnecessarily insecure. Have full trust in your partner, communicate effectively, and as she said, plan as much as possible to be together as soon as you can. Though it's many times it's beyond your power. There are forces beyond you that are
Yes.
holding things together, but within your own power, try to make it happen. And whenever it happens, it's actually gonna happen. So you're not gonna be away from each other forever. So
Forever.
keep that in mind that it's just a little test of your love and the test is going to end. So how well you handle it while it's happening is what's going to determine whether you pass the test or you will fail. So keep that in mind, and I wish you all the best. We'll come back to tell you whether we pass the test or we fail at the end of the journey.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to drop your comments, and if there's any other thing you would like to know, just drop it in the comment section. I'm going to answer your questions. Thanks so much. Ensure you
Like,
subscribe,
yeah,
like, comment, and share. Yes.
like and subscribe, like
Yes.
and subscribe.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.